Hello everyone and welcome. Andy Bryan here again from the Soul Pathway. And today within this video I'm going to be providing you with a collective Soul Pathway reading for February 2024. As always, we're going to be looking at and exploring the energies of the month ahead and what the new month can bring us. Now, I've felt a beautiful energetic shift that I do believe I spoke about in the previous video, but now we're very much stepping into that energy. January for me did feel like new beginnings because it was a new year, but it didn't quite feel as though the energies were quite there yet in some way, because February feels to me like starting afresh, a fresh new energy, a fresh perspective. And although the energies can be very intense and challenging, I also feel within that there is a feeling of stability and peace. And I'd like to hear what you guys are connecting with at this time, as you are stepping into February 2024. But let's dive into the reading itself and explore what is coming up. And first of all, I'll pull a rune to see what pops up with the runes. And then we'll dive into the Soul Pathway reading from a collective perspective. Okay. Here we go. Beautiful. Here is the rune. Hopefully you can see it. I'm not so much familiar with runes, as I said, because I work primarily with my cards, but the runes are very much just to bring forth an energy of the reading and what is coming through. Self, fairness and manifestation, manas, which I think is really an interesting rune to pull. Manas. It's all about self and manifestation. Interestingly enough, I do feel like our journey is very much reflecting upon self, loving oneself, honouring oneself, and embracing the path as it unfolds. I believe so many of us are stepping away from those old patterns and old ways of living from many, weeks or months or even years that you've had deep within you. So stepping away from those toxic patterns and behaviours and really manifesting what it is you truly desire and want as you focus on yourself. Because that self-actualization and realization, as you embrace your worth, will bring about what it is that you truly desire and want. And that's, for me, about that manifestation, manifesting what it is you truly desire and love. Very, very important for each and every one of us as we connect with our journey and path, and we do what we love, we live what we love. And I think for me that's the key. We're living from a place of love and living from the heart, because we're here to embrace our life and enjoy our lives, not live in the day-to-day grind of having to go to work to make money, to make a living and do this, that and the other, but to live from the heart and really connect with what it is you love, so that you can embrace the fullness of this beautiful life in which you live, however challenging it can be at times. So let's pull a card from the Soul Pathway deck, see where we are on our journey right now. I've got them here. So let me just feel into cards. Very, very interesting. Very, very reflective of the rune, really, Old Self. Old Self is very, very important to reflect upon and look at, because as we look at our old self, we do look at those old patterns of behaviours, old beliefs, old conditioning that don't serve us. So maybe now is a time, or this month is a time of reflecting upon those old beliefs, conditions and ideals that you had about yourself and your life, and maybe realizing that they don't serve you. They don't serve a purpose for you in your life anymore. And now is a time to embrace something new and beautiful. But it's about really connecting with your old self and releasing from those patterns of behavior and toxic traits, you could say, that aren't serving you. You know, you've got to love and honor yourself so that you can step into this new and beautiful world that we can all embrace. You know, and I do believe that's what we're all shifting into anyway. So let's now pull a card from, well, 3 cards from the rest of the deck and see what's coming through. What I will say is, if you would like a personal soul pathway reading, to find out where you are on your journey and what it is that you're going through, please feel free to send me a message at andy@awakenyoursoulpathway.co.uk, and look forward to guiding you on your journey and path. You know, and also pop over to my website, where you will find, you know, a link to my readings to schedule a session. Okay. Now that I've given these a bit of a shuffle, let's choose a few of these cards. 1, 2, I picked 2 there. I don't know if I need the second one, but if I feel guided to pull that one, we will pull that one as well. But let's go through these cards and see what's showing up. Ooh, very, very interesting. Very interesting set of cards we got here. So the first card is the wolf. And hopefully you can see the wolf okay. Now, what is the wolf all about? The wolf for me is all about connecting with your divine mission and purpose. You know, I do believe we're all here to serve a purpose, serve a mission, however small that may seem, or however large that may be. We each have to connect with our divine mission and purpose to serve not only ourselves, but the greater community. And for me, that's what the wolf card is all about. Wolf card is all about you following your divine mission and purpose, living from your heart, doing what you love. But really, it's all about being of service. And the spirit animal of the wolf is directly connected with the spirit animal of the dog, which I've mentioned so many times. Spirit animal of the dog is very much about your soul family, and you know, connecting with your soul family to support you on your journey and on your path, and you could say here with your divine mission, because your soul family provides you with unconditional love, nurture and support, so that you can overcome any obstacles on your path, so that you can reflect upon yourself, and so that you can break free from those old patterns, but more so step into who you are, or ultimately who you're meant to be, because the wolf is powerful, and the wolf exists within each and every one of us as you embrace your unique soul calling. And I'm going to look at the oracle card little booklet here to share with you what I've written, because I've always liked what comes through with these cards. So the spirit animal of the wolf awakens your wild spirit and brings a sense of freedom to your soul. And this is freedom by following your mission and purpose. Wolves guide you to follow your instincts as you embrace your unique purpose. Wolves are much like dogs in the way that they have deep connections with their soul family. However, wolves like to also break free from the pack and go it alone. And this is all about following your own path. If you have pulled this card, then take time to honor your divine mission. Allow yourself to become the teacher as you pass on your lessons to support others. Trust your intuition to guide you. Though, always remember to lean on your soul tribe when you feel as though you require assistance. And that's very, very important. Your soul family, as I've said, provide you with that unconditional love, nurture and support. Now, this second card is an interesting card because I feel it relates to how we shift our own consciousness and the way that we've been living our lives in many ways, so that we can embrace the path ahead. And the reason why I say that is because I've pulled the card of the shapeshifter. Now, shapeshifter often comes up because, you know, there's maybe a person in our lives that isn't showing themselves truly authentically in many ways. You know, they can appear to wear a mask, though their intentions are much different than what they appear to be on the surface. But for me, as we look at the old self here, the old self is all about connecting with your old conditions and patterns. For me, this is the shapeshifter pops up in order for you to shapeshift. Shapeshift your own reality. Shapeshift your own consciousness and beliefs. You know, so for so many years, many of us are caught up in our own illusions of this is the way life is. You know, and we get stuck in these patterns of behavior. We can feel as though we get stuck in this rut. And from my perspective, this is all about shape-shifting that. Knowing that the world can be challenging at times, but it could also be beautiful and amazing. So now may be a time for you to shape-shift your beliefs, your patterns, so that you can honour the beauty of who you are. Reflect upon yourself. Think about what are those old beliefs you've held on to so that you can step away from them and embrace, in many ways, your unique soul purpose, your mission that is coming through, that's divinely guided to each and every one of us. And now is a time for you to shapeshift your reality so that you can step into a new phase of your journey in life, you could say. We've got a beautiful, beautiful card there. And again, let me read from the Oracle card booklet so that you can connect with that. Okay, shapeshifters represent both trust and mistrust and can cause you to question your loyalty. This is what I mentioned before when I first read the card. They are literally two-faced, wearing masks in order to hide their true selves behind the images they portray to others. On the surface, they can seem trustworthy, though behind the scenes you will begin to notice their intentions are not what they appear to be. If you've chosen this card, then there may be a shapeshifter in your midst, and now's the time to act with caution, or they may lead you astray and bring forth typical karmic lessons. If you are not careful, trust your instincts and follow your intuition as your inner guidance to keep you on track with your path. But I do believe this from my perspective here, and not relating to the booklet there, is all about you shifting your consciousness. Maybe looking at yourself and your own reality and what is showing up for you so that you can step into a new cycle and phase of your journey and path. Then the final card we've got here is the spirit animal of the rabbit. Now the rabbit is very, very interesting. The spirit animal of the rabbit represents your fears, and the spirit animal of the rabbit is calling you to confront your fears, to connect with what your fears are so that you can release from them, so that you can embrace, the way forward, your life. Because fear often keeps us stagnant and keeps us from living the life of our dreams. And yet, as we embrace those fears and honor what is coming from within, that's when we can embrace this beautiful path ahead. But you have to be able to embrace your fears. And this could be in relation to your old self. You may have old beliefs and patterns of behavior that you've been in for many, many years because of your past, because of your old self, that are preventing you from embracing this new and beautiful path that is unfolding for you. But this is calling you to confront those old fears, old conditions, old patterns, so that you can really step into the best version of yourself and this new and beautiful phase of your journey and path as it unfolds for you. So that's an absolutely beautiful card we've got there. Though it can be challenging, each and every one of us has to connect with our fears as we embrace the path ahead. And let's look at the card here as we connect with the rabbit. And I will pull the other card just to see what's come through. So the rabbit, spirit animal of the rabbit, symbolizes fear and calls you to confront any anxiety that you may feel within. When you spot rabbits out in nature, they tend to freeze at first sight. When you move slowly, however, they begin to adapt to your presence. This is an example of how you can gently welcome in your emotions as they arise from your soul. If you've chosen this card, then now's the time for you to confront those suppressed and repressed aspects of self instead of denying them. Don't allow them to consume you, but instead notice the power within yourself to overcome any obstacle on your path. Okay? Write down any concerns or fears you have and release what no longer serves you. So it's very much in relation to your old self there. Okay? So let's pull this final card and see what's showing up. Okay. Fox. Fox is another very, very interesting card. So let me pull out what the fox is, because the fox is... I don't connect with the fox so much, but it's a very, very interesting card. The spirit animal of the fox comes in the form of camouflage. Foxes are known for their ability to blend into their surroundings. This is both their power and advantage. Become like a fox and allow yourself to go unseen as you observe the activities of others. This is your strength, as it allows you to adapt to the situations and changes in your life. As you embrace the energy of the fox, you will notice when to apply action. If you have chosen this card, it's calling you to merge into the background as you notice the shifts and changes in your environment. Not all is what it appears to be. Once everything becomes clear, act swiftly and bring about the outcome at which you desire. So that's a beautiful, beautiful card. So it's being the silent observer, but for me, it's really about you connecting with your intuitive skills and abilities, allowing yourself to see again what goes unseen, so that you can act on those desires and those deep emotions that come from within. Okay. So thank you for listening to this reading. I hope you found it valuable and useful with regards to connecting with your journey and path. If you would like a personal Soul Pathway reading, please be sure to pop over to my website, www.awakenyoursoulpathway.co.uk, And I look forward to connecting with you and assisting you on your journey and path as you awaken to your true self and let go of those old conditions and patterns. With that, I will say take care, much love, and I do look forward to connecting with you all again very soon. Bye for now. Book your personal Soul Pathway reading at awakenyoursoulpathway.co.uk, where you can also purchase your personal Soul Pathway Oracle card deck.